Hi, okay, so in this video we're going to introduce you to some images. Okay, the first thing we need to do with images is you need to put them in a folder that's accessible by your web page. Okay, so that's the first thing we're going to do. So we're going to go up to our folder. Okay, so my folder was html5. Okay, and we've got our index file there. Okay, and then we're going to make a new folder. Okay, and we're going to call that images. Okay, images, new folder, images. Okay, now, and in that folder we are going to put some images. So I've already downloaded some images. Okay, so I'm just going to take these ones. So copy and put them in there. Okay. Okay, copy. There we go. We've got two images there. That should be plenty. And paste that there. Okay. So there we go. We've got our images, HTML5 images. Okay. So now to produce an image on your page, you need to use an image tag, which is img. Okay. Now, depending on where you want the image, so say we wanted it in the middle here, we'd go to that tag, which is the column mid. Okay. And all we do is put img for image, and then we need source, and that is src, source. Okay, and then an equals and quotation marks. Okay, and inside your quotation marks you put where your image file is. Now ours is images. Okay, and it is background. Okay, obviously you put whatever you've saved yours as here. Okay, now the image tag doesn't have a closing tag. Okay, now the other thing to remember is put alt. So the text version of whatever your picture, so it describes your picture basically very briefly. So mine's like a church, so I'm just going to put church in there for my alternate image. But if you know, depending on what your picture is, it's also good to have alt on there because the browser only reads text. If you've got lots of images on your page, Google won't necessarily, or whatever web browser you're using or your customers are using, won't always find it. They don't really like images because they can't read them. So if you've got alt on every image, then Google or whatever search engine it is can read it. Okay, so here we go. Now our little image should come up here, and there it is. Now as you can see, it's gone over into our text. Now to combat that, you can put overflow hidden, which is a style command. Okay, and whenever you've got images that maybe don't fit, you can use overflow. You can change the size of the image so it fits, but this is one way. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. So there we go, overflow hidden, and that will just stop the image from going too far. But again, the other way you can do it is you can justify your sizes in here. So you can put width equals and they say 180 pixels and height 180 pixels. Okay, and that will change the size of your image, but it's best to have your images already sized properly because then they don't get distorted. See, that'll be, there we go. Okay, and say, okay, so that's overflow hidden, and that's sizing your images within your image tag. You can do other stuff inside your image tag as well to style the image. So you can put image style and do inline styles, or you can put your image tag up there and style it in your style sheet, in your style tag. Okay, so maybe you just want, and what we've got here is we've got our text floating around our images. Now, all you do for that is you put your float command on your images. Okay, so instead of having float commands on column left, column mid and column right, we can take them out and we can just put floats on our images. Okay, so this is what that would look like if we did that. So let's put another image in. Okay, so we'll put that image, we'll put another image down the bottom. Okay, control, and then we'll change that to gondola, which I believe was my other image. Okay, and we'll change the alt to gondola so it says what it is. Okay, and then that should come up at the bottom there. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we are going to put our image tags up here, or actually what we'll do, we're going to add an ID, image 1 and image 2, okay, and then we can float them in different directions if we want to. So this is image 2, and we're going to have that as image 1. Now, like I say, you can just use the image tag, but obviously you're limited to what you can do with just the image tag because it applies to all images. So you couldn't float one image left, one image right. Okay. So let's go up there. Let's delete all our. We can keep our, but we can all our widths and things. Okay, and then we're going to delete all that. Okay, and then we're going to do our image. Okay, so image 1, again, we need the hashtag because it's an ID. Image 1, okay, curly braces. Okay, and then all we're going to do is float left on image 1, and then float right on image 2, okay. Okay, and there we have it. Okay, now if we get rid of the columns next, because obviously that's just floated them within their columns. So if we get rid of the columns, okay, like so. There we have it floated round, right, left. Okay, now if we float them both left, let's see what happens. There we go. Right, now, okay, there we have it. Okay, so in the next lesson I'll show you how to tidy up the page so it looks very similar to our page here. Okay, thank you for watching.